Morning. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be cutting out some holes in the metal container, and I like this method. I kind of was searching around. I saw some people use the template. Seemed to work pretty good, but I tried this out and it seemed like I wanted to share this with you guys. If you have any ideas on how you do it, let me know. I'd like to try some different things, but basically what I'm doing is I'm using a grinder. I think the grinder is the best thing that I've found to cut these, and I think a lot of you would agree. The other thing that I'm using is a 5/16 socket to run screws in, and then the other thing I'm using is a chalk line. And then one other thing, I'm using a little square, and of course a pencil. So you don't have to use a little one like this, but it works good, and it's easier for me to carry. So that's the only reason I'm doing that. And then I also want to say something about this chalk line. I bought a few of them and I didn't like them. I don't even remember which ones they were, but the string just didn't seem to hold chalk and so forth. I guess it calls it a string line or chalk line. But yeah, chalk line. But anyway, this is the Irwin brand, and I bought it at Lowe's. It didn't seem like it was the top of the line or anything, but it's working great. So as far as what it's doing. So what I did here, guys, is I took some, because I measured from the inside and I marked them, and I ran some screws through right here. And then all I'm doing is I'm taking the chalk line, looking right there, and then using the screws, and then I mark my line. So now this is a 3 foot by 4 foot opening, and I'm using a 2-inch rectangular tube for the frame. So here's the frame, and it's going to go in there. We're going to weld it in right there. So this is another 2 inches, so the actual cut's going to be 4'4" and 3'4" to count for this. Now, it seems like whenever we make these, sometimes it gets a little bit bigger. See, so this one's actually 4'4" and 1/8. So what I'm going to do is I'll cut the bottom and I'll cut one side, and before I cut that out, I'm going to actually make this a 1/4 inch bigger, or at least 1/8 inch bigger than the frame. That way I don't fight it so bad, but it's also still tight enough that when we weld it, we can come back with a thin bead of caulking and get a nice cut. But you're going to see once I cut this with this method, it gets a really nice straight line on there, and you won't have that up and down that you get. That I know that it's hard to get these perfect. So this really does help. So you already saw I popped that first line, so let me go ahead and cut that. All right, so I cut those first, and now I'm going to take my pencil and my square here. Let me sharpen this pencil up a little bit. Get a nice fine line. All right, guys, we got a really nice straight cut there. So let me just so here I'm just chalking the line, and I will tell you that cutting with that grinder, being below it, really puts out a lot of sparks, and so I really recommend putting on some long sleeves. Make sure you wear your safety glasses too. But yeah, it's actually a lot better if you're cutting above it and the grinder's below you. Once you got on the ladder, that worked out good, but just so you know. So I'm just repeating the process, guys. Just running the screws, measuring it out, and then hooking on the chuck line and popping it. So nothing special, just the same thing that we already covered. So I didn't feel like you needed to see all of that again. But I went ahead and recorded it so that you could see the full process. All right, so we got that. You see it's nice and marked out, nice and straight all the way around. So now I'll just repeat the process all the way around to get it done. All right, guys, so we got this cut out nice and straight. Now the moment of truth, we're going to try to put this this in, and we'll see how snug it fits. So and we had to use a little bit of a gentle persuasion to get it in. We could have probably cut a little more on the corners. It's just those two corners were kind of hitting. So, but we got it in, and it looks good. I think that's a lot better than if I some other methods that I've tried before. Just that seems to be the get me really close all the way around. All right, so here's what we got using that technique, and by no means is it perfect. You can see there that you know, we have some little gaps there, but we use the same method and everything. It's not too bad though either. We'll have to caulk it all the way around. We use the same technique for the doors and for the windows, these openings down here. These came out really good here, but yeah, again, same technique all the way around. She's welding up right now, so yeah. So I mean, it's not perfect, and but I don't, you know, that just seems what worked the best for us. Maybe you've tried a different way. Let me know if you have, or let me know what you think about this method. If you find a better way, let me know, and we can use that information, because I know I got more. We're gonna be cutting more holes in these containers. So, all right, guys, you have a good one, and hope to see you soon.